Hello my dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are good and doing good at home. I am your science teacher from Rajiv Gandhi English Primary High School. Now today we are learning about chapter 2, health and diseases, right? You all have this textbook? See, General Science Standard 8, health and diseases, this is chapter 2. In my previous lesson we have completed what is health and what is diseases, the definition of health and diseases and types of health and diseases, right? Now today we are proceeding with the next topic of the same chapter. This is part 2. Okay, before proceeding the lesson, I would like to request you all to please subscribe our channel, like and share. Okay, I hope you all will watch this video till the end. Now please open the page number 6, health and diseases, chapter 2, right? We have done this tree diagram. This is types of diseases. Okay, on this page there is a picture 2.2, infection through sputum. What is this picture indicates? See, the picture indicates that if a person is suffering from some kind of cold, cough and fever, if he spit, if he cough, if he sneeze, so some sputum, some droplets comes out to his mouth. So that droplets have some kind of bacteria, right? So these kind of bacteria as well as viruses. So these viruses can infect some other person, right? So this infection from one person to another is called as infectious diseases, right? So today we are learning about what? This is the main concept, infectious diseases. In the previous, I will repeat, in the previous lesson what we have learned, health. Health means what? What is health? Health is the condition of physical and mental well-beingness, right? And diseases means what? The disturbance of that condition. Understood? And we have learned so many kinds of diseases. So in that disease there is one type of disease. What is this? Infectious disease and non-infectious. So today we are learning what? Infectious disease. Okay, so this is the best example. There is infectious disease. How the infectious disease causes, how it affects in our body, how does it infect from one to another. So there are so many kinds of questions. So the answer is here. You can observe the picture. There is one man who is suffering from cold and cough. But if he sneezes in the social space, in the outdoor space, and without covering his mouth, when we sneeze, so the good manners is what? We have to cover our mouth. But the man is what? He is not covering his mouth. So what? Some kind of droplets goes out. Okay, in this area small droplets are vaporized into fine mist. Fine mist means what? So small kind of dust. The droplets will mix to this dust and this causes an infection to the another person, to the healthy person. So the viruses and bacteria through sputum, through droplets will cause the healthy person infection, right? So this kind of infection is called as infectious diseases. So there is a definition over here given. Diseases spread through contaminated air. Contaminated air means what? What is the meaning of word contaminated? Contaminated means dirty water. Okay, dirty air, dirty water, contaminated food or vectors. Vectors means what? Insects, mosquitoes, house flies and other kinds of animals, that is dogs, cats. So what? These insects and another vectors, they all causes infectious disease. So these diseases are called as infectious disease. What? The diseases spread through what? Contaminated air, contaminated water, the water which we drink, the water which we wash our clothes. So the food which we eat, if the food is having some contaminated viruses, bacteria, if we eat this, so it will goes to our body and it infects from inside. So these called as infectious diseases. Now there is one table given, table number 2.3. We have learned we will learn 2.3 some infectious disease. What are the infectious diseases? We will learn in brief what are the symptoms, what are the causes, and what are the treatments of these diseases we will learn. And this is very interesting because it will be useful for you and for me as well in our day-to-day life. So we will learn there is some 5 types of infectious diseases. Number 1, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis means TB, right? So tuberculosis. Number 2, hepatitis. Number 3, dysentery. Number 4, cholera. And number 5, typhoid. These 5 kinds of diseases are infectious diseases. Means in these diseases it passes from one person to another. Understood? So we will learn table number 2.3 some infectious diseases. So here the table is given, name of the diseases, pathogens. Pathogens means what modes of infections, right? And pathogens means what kind of bacteria and viruses infect these diseases. Modes of infection means what, how it infect from how it pass from one person to another. Symptoms mean what are the changes occurs in the body while this disease, this is called as symptoms. And prevention and treatment means how to treat this infectious disease. So number 1 we will learn about what? Tuberculosis, right? So please refer the table, page number 7. Tuberculosis. Tuberculosis means TB. What is the pathogen? Pathogen is Mycobacterium tuberculare. Mycobacterium tuberculare is the name of the bacteria, right? Tuberculosis is what? Tuberculosis means TB. TB, how the TB spread from one person to another? There is a bacteria acting on the person, right? The bacteria acting on the immunity system of that person, so that person is suffering from tuberculosis. So what is the name of the bacteria? Please read it. Mycobacterium tuberculare. Mycobacterium tuberculare, right? And what is the modes of infection? Modes of infection, here it is given, spitting by patients through air. Means if a person is having TB, so if he spit on the in the area, in the outdoor area, so the droplet, that sputum is having that kind of bacteria, and it transfer from one person if any kind of touching. So this is a mode of transformation, right? Another is prolonged contact with and sharing of material of patient. Means contact means what? If a person is having TB, so there is a possibility that his family person will also suffer this kind of disease, because they live with him, they eat with him, right? So there is a prolonged, long relationship between the infected person can also cause the tuberculosis. Understood? Now, what are the symptoms? Symptoms is chronic cough. Chronic cough means a large amount of cough from the long period of time. Continuous coughing is called as chronic cough. Bloody spitting means if the person is having vocal cord infection, so blood will come out. Emaciation. Meaning of emaciation means rapid weight loss. The person will become very thin. So this is the emaciation. Difficult breathing means he will having this difficulty in breathing. He cannot take oxygen very easily. So these are the symptoms, right? Prevention and treatment. What are the prevention and treatments? So we will see over here. BCG vaccine. BCG vaccine means there is a vaccine given 20 days after the birth, right? Isolation of patient. Isolation of patient means the person needs to stay in a very one single room with his utensil separately. The person is living separately is called as isolation. Regular medication like DOT. The person should medicate with DOT. This is a name of the medicines. Now I hope you have understood tuberculosis, how it spread, what are the symptoms, and how to prevent, right? Now we will go to the next disease, hepatitis. Hepatitis will also be called as jaundice, right? This is also infectious disease. Hepatitis, what are the pathogens, means what kind of bacteria and viruses spread this disease. So there is a name of the virus, hepatitis virus A, B, C, D and E. There are 5 kind of viruses which are named as A, B, C, D and E. So these 5 viruses can cause hepatitis or jaundice, right? So modes of infection, how the infection spread from one person to another. So contaminated water means the dirty water. If a person is drinking dirty water, so he will be suffering from jaundice or hepatitis. Sharing of needles means nowadays it is not occurring, but in the previous days one needle can use for so many patients from doctors. So it is illegal now, but sharing of needles is also occurs the infection from one person to another. Now what are the symptoms of hepatitis? Symptoms of hepatitis means here is written anorexia, yellow urine, general weakness. Yellow urine means color of urine will become very yellow, right? And general weakness means the person will occur very weak. And nausea means what? Nausea means the feeling of vomiting, right? The person feels like vomiting, but vomiting doesn't come, and sometimes vomiting does. Grey stool, the stool color is grey, the waste product of the body will become grey. So this is the symptoms of hepatitis. Now we will see what are the prevention of treatment. See, here there is a mode of infection. Mode of infection of hepatitis is what? Contaminated water. So what we have to prevent? We will drink, if we drink very boiled water, clean water, so there is no possibility to be infected by hepatitis. So drinking boiled water. Boiled water means we have to boil water so that the viruses will be killed, right? And proper cleaning of hands. We have to clean our hands properly so that no bacteria and viruses will goes to the body, right? So here we have done hepatitis, pathogens, modes of infection, symptoms as well as prevention and treatment. Now we will go to the next kind of disease. What is the next kind of disease? Can you read it? Please read it with me. Dysentery. Dysentery is a disease of infectious disease, right? So what are the pathogens? There are so many pathogens to infect this disease. Healthy person, the name of the pathogen is bacteria, viruses. It can be spread through bacteria as well as viruses, as well as Shigella, Bacilli, Entamoeba and Histolytica, right? So these are the pathogens. You have to learn this. What are these? Bacteria, viruses, Shigella, Bacilli, Entamoeba and Histolytica. These are the pathogens of dysentery. And what is the modes of infection? How the bacteria will goes to the bodies, how the viruses, how the pathogens will be occurring in the water. What kind of water? Contaminated food and contaminated water. If a person drink contaminated food, contaminated water, uncontaminated food, so there is a chances to be infected by dysentery. And what are the symptoms? Dysentery symptoms is what? Watery stool. Watery stool is a kind of loose motion, right? The person will be and the pains in abdomen. Abdomen means stomach. Stomach pains will occur. The person will do the watery stool, right? Okay. Now, what are the prevention and treatments? So we have to drink boiled water. We have to eat fresh food, we have to eat clean food, as well as ORS consumption. ORS consumption is what? There is a energy drink. ORS is kind of energy drink which balance the water proportion in our body. Because in the condition of loose motion, what? The body will become dehydrated. So ORS will balance the equation of loose motion and dehydration. Understood? So here we have done dysentery. I hope you all have understood what is tuberculosis, what is hepatitis, what is dysentery. Now we will go to the fourth kind of disease, that is cholera. Cholera is another kind of dysentery. How the cholera spread? the cholera spread through bacteria. The bacteria name is Vibrio cholerae. Understood? This is a pathogen. What is a pathogen of cholera? Pathogen of cholera is one kind of bacteria, and the name of bacteria is what? Vibrio cholerae. Understood? And what is the infection? Mode of infection, how it is spread? So here it is also spread through contaminated food as well as contaminated water, means dirty water. Dirty water means the water which is contaminated through the bacteria, as well as very dirty food. If a person will not eat fresh food or will not eat fresh foods, is called as contaminated food. So what are the symptoms? Symptoms is the same as dysentery, vomiting and severe diarrhea. Severe diarrhea, cramps in legs. There is a cramps in legs occurs, the person vomited, and severe diarrhea, pain in stomach also occur. Now prevention. Follow hygienic practices, means the person we should have to stay in a very clean surrounding, as well as avoid open place food. If it is better to eat home food. Do not eat junk food because it occurs diarrhea, as well as drinking boiled water. We have to drink boiled water, and there is a vaccination provided by the hospitals. We have to take vaccination regularly for the cholera. Understood? So here we have done choleras, and now we will go to the last kind of disease. This is infectious also, and this is typhoid. The name of disease is what? Typhoid. How it spread through one person to another. So this is also spread through bacteria. The pathogen of typhoid is also bacteria. Understood? And what is the name of the bacteria? What is the name of the bacteria? Salmonella typhi. Understood? What is the name of the bacteria? Salmonella typhi. So it is also spread through what? Contaminated food as well as contaminated water. Right? And the symptoms is what? Anorexia, headache, rash in abdomen, dysentery, fever up to 104 degree. Right? Means anorexia means what? There is so much loss of weight and weakness. And headache means sar dard. As well as rashes on abdomen, means rashes on this stomach. And dysentery. Dysentery means what? Watery stool. Watery stool means loose motion as well as pain in abdomen. And fever will also occur in the typhoid, 104 degree. And what is the prevention and treatment? Drinking and cleaning water, vaccination, proper disposal of sewage. We have to dispose our household garbage in a proper way, and we also should have drink water clean, right? So here we have done infectious disease. Infectious disease means what? The infectious which passes from one person to another, or which spread through bacteria and viruses, is called as infectious disease. There are 5 kinds of tuberculosis: hepatitis, dysentery, cholera and typhoid. We have done over here what are the pathogens, what are the symptoms, what are the treatments of these diseases. Now I will ask you some question. Please answer. Okay. Can you tell me what are the causes of hepatitis? Hepatitis causes are what? Very easy. Contaminated food and water. Understood? Now what is the pathogen of dysentery? Right, very good. The pathogens of dysentery are bacteria, viruses, Shigella, Mycobacterium. Very nice. What are the pathogens of tuberculosis or TB? Very nice. The pathogens of tuberculosis is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Very good. Now, here we have done infectious diseases, this table. Now, we will continue on another topic of this chapter in my next part, part 3. This is part 2. So, I hope you all have understood and you all have enjoyed and you all have taken so many knowledge from this lesson. We will continue the another concept of this chapter in my next video. So, please subscribe my channel. like and share. Stay healthy, stay tuned. Goodbye.